Well, finally we have problem number 51. So what is this problem here? The problem here says that in a certain country income tax is assessed as follows. There is no tax on income up to $10,000. So up to 10,000, no tax. Any income over the 10,000 is taxed by the rate of 10%. So from 10,000 and up, too much. So from 10,000 and up, we have a rate of 10%. Okay, so that's from 10,000 to 20,000. We have a rate of 10%, and any income over the 20,000 is taxed by 15%. So anything more than $20,000 is taxed at the rate of 15%. So the first question is to sketch the graph of the tax rate R as a function of the income I. Okay, so let's do here the graph. So we said this is a graph of the tax rate as a function of income. So that means that here you have the income, and here you have the tax rate. Okay, and the tax rate, let's say it will be in a percentage, and the income will be in thousands of dollars. So, and the main points here, it should be 10,000. So let's say this is 10,000, this is 20,000, and this is 30,000. So 10,000, 20, 30. And the income rate, we said that there is no tax rate up to 10,000. From 10,000 to 20,000, it's 10%. So let's make it, let's say this is the 10%. And so let's see, then from more than 20,000 is 15%. So if 10 is here, 15 should be approximately here. Both of them are in percentage. So what's the graph? This graph here, it should be like this. So we know that up to 10,000 there is no tax. So that means that it's zero tax. So that means that from here to here we have zero tax. So that means that the graph goes like this. I'm using a pen, a blue pen. Now from 10 to 20 it's 10%. So from 10 to 20 it's from here to here, it's at 10%. So from here to here it's like this. Here at this point exactly at 10,000 you have a small hole here, which means that for exactly 10,000 there is no tax, because we said that up to 10,000, so that includes the 10,000, there is no tax. So that means that for 10,000 the function takes the value from the lower line, from this here. So for exactly 10,000 there is no tax, so this point here it's out, which means that at the 10,000 we don't have tax, and continues like this, and up to 20,000, and then from above 20,000 we have that the tax is at the rate of 15%. So let's see, this is 20,000. So from 20,000 it's at 15%. So yeah, I mean, and here you can, because they don't tell us until what income, you can extend the line, and again now here in this point, again here you must have a small circle, because at exactly 20,000 the rate is at 10%. So at exactly 20,000 the rate is at 10%. So it's not 15%. So that's why you have this hole here. So that's for part A of the problem. Now part B is how much tax is assessed, and how much tax is assessed on an income of 14,000 and an income of 26,000. So the next question is, let's say B, to find what's the tax when somebody has an income of 14,000. We have that up to 10,000, so 14,000 is approximately here. So we have that up to 10,000 you pay no taxes. So that means that in the first 10,000 there is, of this 14,000 there is no taxes. So that means that up to 10,000 we have zero taxes, and then from the rest 4,000 that is left you pay. Because up to 10,000 bracket we said there is no taxes, so that means that 14 minus 10 it's 4,000. So at 4,000 you pay, as we said here, 10%. So the 10% of this cancels with this and this with this, so it's $400. So for an amount of $14,000, the person has to pay $400 tax. And then the next question is for 26,000. So for the 26,000, let's see, right here. So for the 26,000, now we have that up to 10 again, there is zero tax. Now from 10 to 20, so you have to subtract from the 26 to 10, so you are left with 16. So, and now from this 16, from the 10 to the 20,000, you pay 10% taxes. So in this 10,000, you pay 10%, so that's 10% of the 10,000. So this cancels with this and this with this. So you have $1,000 you pay up to the first 20,000, and then from this 20,000 you subtract this 20,000 from the 26 and you have 6,000 left. So now you go to the different bracket, you are more than 20,000, So that means that you should be taxed, the person should be taxed at 15%. So that means that the rest, 26 minus 20, 6,000, is taxed at the rate of 15%. So that means 15 over 100 times the rest, which is 6,000. So this cancels with this, and this with this. So we have, how much is this? 15 times 6, it's it's 900. So that means that the person that is making 26,000 has to pay 1,000 plus 900, so that means that has to pay $1,900 taxes. The last part of this problem here is to sketch the graph of the total assessed tax T as a function of the income. Okay, so let's do again here the x and y axis, which in this case okay, on the x-axis again it will be I, which is the income. So which we said again this is in thousands of dollars, the units, and here we put the tax, and that will the unit here, it should be just dollars. Okay, so and again let's put some numbers down. The critical numbers here is again 10,000. So here we put 10 because this is already 1,000. Here we put 20, and actually these here are enough. And on the y-axis, actually we put now the actual amount that that the person is paying, because in the previous one we were just in the y-axis it was the rate, but here we are having in the y-axis the actual amount that somebody is paying in terms of how much income it makes. So and let's use here a red color. So we said somebody that makes less than 10,000, less or equal than 10,000, pays no taxes. So that means that the first part of the graph, it should be this here, like it's a straight line from here to here. Before I do this, I have to put some numbers here. So we said that in this axis here we are measuring the actual amount that somebody has to pay in terms of his income or her income. I choose these two numbers here, the 1,000 and the 2,500, is from the fact that let's say somebody is making $20,000 exactly. So for the first 10,000, the person doesn't have to pay any taxes, so that he pays taxes only for the 10,000. And how much it will be? The taxes, it will be 10%. So 10% of 10,000, it's 1,000. So that's how I get this number here. And now how I choose this point here is because let's say a person is making, let's say it makes 30,000. So it will pay this 10,000. Okay, it will pay this. It will pay this 1,000 for the first 20,000, and then from the 20 to the 30th he will be taxed at a rate of 15%. So that means that the rest, 30 minus 20, it's 10,000. For this 10,000 he will be taxed at 15%, and that will make it 15 over 100 times the 10,000, which is from 20 to the 30,000. So this with this cancel, and that gives you 1,500. So 1,500 plus the 1,000 that already taxed from the bracket from 10 to 20. So that gives you the 2,500. So that's how I choose these two numbers to put in the graph. And now, let's complete the graph. So we said that for up to 10,000 there is no tax. Now, from this point to 20, so when we are exactly at 20,000, we have a tax of 10%. So that means that we already calculated it will be $1,000. So that means we get this point here, like 20,000. So that means that we extend the line. Like this, and this is a straight line because you can verify this easily if you take another point which is between the 10,000 and the 20,000. So let's say if you take the 15,000, you can find another point, and then you can connect and see that this here is a straight line. And now from 20,000 and above, we know that it's taxed at the rate of 15%. So if we take, let's say exactly, finally we have to take the 30,000. So let's say you have 30,000. So at 30,000, we already calculated how much it will have to pay, because we said it's the 1,000 for this amount, 0 for the first 10,000, and then he has to pay, like calculated here, 1,500 for anything above the 20,000. So that means that exactly at the 30,000 it will be 1,000 plus 1,500. So that will give you 2,500. So we have the point 30 and 25,000, which is approximately here. So and so you see that this line here, it's a bit steeper than this line here, a little bit, but that justifies the 5% in the tax rate difference. So it's supposed to be this here a little bit more steep than this line here. So that's the graph of the actual tax in terms of the income of the person.